Is it rolling, Bob? Yes, Al. Finally. God, I don't know. Takes me forever to get the camera set up, the phone. So I'm at least reasonably in frame. YouTube. YTPC. Back in the woods today. My woodlot in northern Massachusetts. I haven't been here since my birthday back in December. No major damage over the winter. A lot of activity in the neighborhood that's not making me too happy. The guy behind me has got some kind of road building going on, maybe another logging job. Another high grading job. And the power line that runs along the length of my property has got something going on. They've already cut down some of my trees doing right-of-way maintenance last couple of years ago, and I think they're planning more, and it looks bigger. I'm not too happy about that. I gotta get on top of it, see what's going on. This is supposed to be conservation land here. Got a conservation restriction on it for forestry activities, but you know, they cut down my trees along that power line with no compensation and no discretion about what they're cutting. In fact, generally the bigger the trees are, the more likely they are to cut them, so it doesn't make me too happy. Smoking today, my old rustic stubby Rogers Rarity. It's a good manly pipe for the woods. It's interesting, not too long ago I acquired another Rogers Rarity on eBay. It's nothing like this. It's smooth, kind of conventional looking. Smoked pretty well. Don't know exactly what's up with them. I think I got the impression somehow if you check out this rustification, whatever the word is. Looks like a relative of custom built. I haven't smoked this in a while. In it I've got some old Georgetown blend. House blend from Georgetown Tobacco in Washington, D.C. It's nice. To my unrefined taste, it's you know, a Balkan blend. I think it's from Virginia-based. Latakia, Orientals. I could probably do side-by-side taste test with this one and Balkan Supreme. I probably couldn't tell the difference. They have another blend also that I like that's similar. It's called Shenandoah, and apparently that one is more Burley based rather than Virginia based as this old Georgetown is. This is nice. I can't always say that, as I've probably mentioned before. I keep a spreadsheet every time I smoke a pipe, which in the wintertime wasn't all that often. Now that things are warming up and I can get outside more, it's pace is going to pick up a bit. But in any case, I've got well over 100, maybe 150 entries since about a year ago. That's kind of when I started smoking again. And I'm in search of a reliable combination of pipe and tobacco. I think once upon a time matches called it the Nirvana smoke. I'm not looking for Nirvana, but I'd like to find something I can count on, and it seems elusive. I rate all my smokes on a 4-point scale. From very nice to okay to meh. The frustrating thing is that same pipe, same blend can have different ratings depending on the day. As I've said before, it's a multivariate problem. I know that. Body chemistry, what you've been eating, weather, humidity, I don't know, whatever. A lot of things go into it. Mood, I suppose. Should wear a mood ring, a piper's mood ring. Tells you what to smoke. But I've acquired probably over 2 dozen pipes, well over 2 dozen pipes by now. I'm cutting back. I haven't bought anything in quite a while. Trying to sell a few, thin the herd. I'm trying to identify a handful of favorites. I'm working on that. This is going to go on that list. I've had good luck with this pipe. Who knows? What makes a good pipe? How broken it is, the size of the bowl, thickness of the walls, length of the stem, diameter of the bore. Thanks to Tom, the Northwest pipe smoker, who has been a big influence on me. I take most of my pipes and run a 5/32 inch drill bit into them, through the stummel, that is, through the stem, not the stem, the shank. Pay attention to where the hole hits the bottom of the bowl. Make sure it's right near the bottom. Sometimes I'll take a 1/8 inch bit and clean out the lower portion of the stem. And then my little file, stem file, what do they call those things? It's like a piece of wire with serrations on it. Clean out the bit end. Make sure that's all nice and funnel shaped and clean. Occasionally I'll take a pipe that I've had for a while and clean it out with some alcohol. I've had a few that really smelled pretty nasty when I first got them, so I put the salt and alcohol in there. Maybe that helps, I'm not sure. Somebody suggested coffee grounds once. I tried that a couple of times. I haven't done it lately. you can see, I'm an active smoker. Once I get started, I keep puffing away. Try not to do it too fast. But I like it. I like the taste, the sensation of the smoke hitting my tongue. When I'm having one of my very nice smokes, I always regret that it's over. Don't want to have a second bowl much anymore. I've done that a couple times here. I'm in danger of getting a nick hit. I don't mind a mild one, but sometimes it's really to the point of making me sick. Had a couple of close calls. Haven't actually thrown up yet, but it got close once or twice. So I try to enjoy one nice bowl and leave it at that. But it's been a beautiful day here. It started out kind of rainy on the way up. It's 2 hours from home. And but as predicted this afternoon, this early afternoon now, things are clearing up. The sky is almost clear. No wind. And very warm, unseasonably warm. It's supposed to be near 70 today. It's late March. That's why I came here today. I knew this weather would be good today, and who knows when good weather and my schedule would come together again. So I wanted to grab this opportunity. I usually have an agenda when I come here, list of things I want to do. Today my priority was to cut some logs, variety of species, for wood turning on the lathe. As I've said before, I'm relatively new to wood turning. I have a small lathe. And so far I've done mostly spindle kind of stuff. Tool handles and some pen bodies and a tamper, which came out pretty well. Things like that. But I'd really like to get into bowls. Kind of the next level. And I'm not finding it that easy. But I splurged on a really nice bowl gouge. I tried to use it once so far on some sugar maple I have at home from my tree they cut down in my neighbor's yard. But either I'm doing something all wrong or that wood is just really hard. It's very hard to cut. So I came up here today with a chainsaw and collected a few different kinds of logs. I had a nice white birch that fell down a while ago, so it's probably a little beyond its prime, a little bit of rot going on. Took some pieces of that. I cut down a red maple tree, which is a softer maple, and a beech tree. And they had cut down this big cherry out in my power line a couple of years ago when I whacked off another piece of that. Looks like it's reasonably good. Cherry's really nice wood to turn. So I've got enough stuff to experiment with and try to improve my technique. It's amazing what happens to me. I get involved in one thing and it leads to another. Pipe smoking led to watching pipe videos, which led to wood turning videos. So here I am in the woods, cutting up trees to try to turn on a lathe. Who knows what's next? I don't even want to think about it. Sometimes these are interests that I've always had, going way back, and finally coming back around to them. Sometimes they're just completely new things that I didn't even know I was interested in. I get involved in something new like that, I kind of get a little obsessive. It's probably some kind of personality disorder. It's gotten to the point now where now that we have a new president and everything, I'm just kind of totally burned out on politics. So I hardly watch the news or read the news much anymore. I'm just watching YouTube videos of somebody turning the ball on a lathe. Which is okay. I pay attention somewhat to what's going on in the world, but not as much as I used to. As much as I disliked our former president, he was captivating in a way. Always wanted to see what he was up to next. Kind of like watching a train wreck. Can't turn away. That's about it for now. I got something else I want to talk about, but I think I might try to do that in a separate video. Depending on how it turns out, I may not even post that one. But anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a pipe, watch my video, watch one of the other great videos that's out there. Be safe, be well. I'll see you again.